The OCR is dead narrative is a lie built on cherry-picked DMOS. Let me show you the receipts. Over the past few weeks, since Google rolled out Gemini 2.5 Pro with its upgraded multimodal reasoning in June 2025, my feed has been flooded with the same take. Just send the PDF to the vision model. OCR is legacy. Pipelines are dead. And the loudest voices pushing this? Consultants who have never shipped a document processing system that handles more than 10 pages. The villain here is not Google. Google built an impressive model. The villain is the hype layer, the influencer consultant complex that takes a benchmark score, strips away every caveat, and sells it as a production architecture. They are telling CTOs to rip out battle-tested OCR infrastructure and replace it with raw API calls to a vision endpoint. In my analysis, this advice is going to detonate inside enterprises within 6 months. Here is why in 3 concrete technical failures that the demo crowd never shows you. First, table hallucination at scale. Vision LLMs process documents as images. When Gemini 2.5 Pro or GPT-4o looks at a dense financial table with 60+ rows and 12 columns, it is performing spatial reasoning on pixel data, not parsing structured markup. Independent testing by document AI practitioners on forums and in reproducible notebooks, since Gemini 2.5 Pro's release shows that cell-level accuracy drops significantly once tables exceed roughly 40 to 50 rows. The model will confidently return a number that looks plausible but is pulled from an adjacent cell or invented entirely. In finance, that is not a bug. That is a compliance violation. A dedicated OCR engine with table detection, something like Azure Document Intelligence or Amazon Textract, parses the geometric layout of cells explicitly. It does not guess. It measures bounding boxes. Second, resolution sensitivity. Most enterprise document stores are full of scanned contracts, faxed amendments, and legacy PDFs rendered at 100 to 150 dpi. Vision LLMs perform inference on downsampled image tokens. When the source resolution is already low, the token representation loses critical detail, especially on small fonts and dense footnotes. OCR engines have decades of preprocessing built in, binarization, deskewing, noise removal, that recover legibility before a single character is recognized. Throwing a grainy 1990s scan at a Vision API and expecting surgical accuracy is not innovation. It is negligence. Third, cost and latency compounding. A 200-page regulatory filing processed, page by page, through Gemini 2.5 Pro's Vision endpoint means 200 separate inference calls, each consuming thousands of image tokens. At current API pricing, processing a single long document can cost $5 to $15 depending on the prompt context and output length. A traditional OCR pass on the same document costs pennies, and it finishes in seconds, not minutes. The vision model adds value in the reasoning layer, answering questions about the extracted content, summarizing, comparing clauses. But using it as both the extraction engine and the reasoning engine is like hiring a surgeon to also mop the floors. If you are watching this and it matches what you have seen in your own testing, subscribe. The people building real systems need this signal more than the demo crowd needs another hype cycle. Now here is the strongest counterargument I hear. The models are improving fast. Give it 6 months and Vision LLMs will handle everything. Maybe. But that argument has been deployed to justify premature adoption of every AI capability since 2023. You do not architect production systems on roadmap promises. You architect them on current failure modes. And right now, the failure modes on dense structured extraction are not edge cases. They are the default behavior on the exact document types enterprises care about most. The correct architecture today, and in my analysis for at least the next 12 to 18 months, is hybrid. OCR handles the heavy extraction, tables, forms, scanned text. The LLM handles the intelligence layer, answering questions, cross-referencing sections, surfacing contradictions across 100 pages. This is not a compromise. This is engineering discipline. The people telling you to skip OCR entirely are optimizing for Twitter impressions, not uptime. So here is my question, and I want a real answer. Have you actually tested a vision-only pipeline on your ugliest, messiest production documents? Or are you just repeating what you saw in a demo? Tell me which one.